Hey everybody, this is my Cyndaquil only run that I'm going to be doing for a while here. As you can see, I've been messing with the speed a little bit too much, going up and down the stairs about 1,000 times, and right now I'm just talking to my mom, and I stop for a second because I haven't played Crystal in a while, and I go back up here, and I visit this lady, who is actually my friend's mom, the female character. And she wants to be Professor Elm's assistant, of course, but yeah, I just thought it was interesting to go back and check her out. So I'm heading up to Professor Elm's lab now. And he's going to talk to me, and apparently he's been waiting for me. He's going to give me the Mr. Pokemon errand here. And he's going to let me choose one of his Pokemon. Now, of course, I like to explore all of my options, so I'm going to look at all three of them. My initial choice is Cyndaquil, who is my favorite, and I just love fire types. So, that was my gut feeling right there, but I like to explore my options a little bit. So I'm going to go over here and look at Chikorita. He was cute and cuddly, but grass types just really aren't my thing, so I'm going to say pass. Now I'm going to choose Totodile over here. Kinda ugly, and water types, let's just face it, water types just aren't as cool as fire types, so I think I'll stick with Cyndaquil. And of course that means my rival, who is spying on us right now, is going to take the Totodile. I'm going to name my Cyndaquil Spike. Spike's a cool name, a powerful name, and he's very, very spiky, so Spike fits. Of course, now that I have my Pokemon, I'm going to be going to Cherry Grove and then eventually to Mr. Pokemon's house to finish the errand, and I just got Elm's phone number because he's a sick stalker. And now he tells me that he has a healing machine like in the Pokemon Centers, which I found interesting because I thought only certified Nurse Joys could use those machines. Oh well. And this guy's gonna give me a potion. I like potions. I always use them, especially on solo runs. I'll probably use that fairly quickly. I'm gonna go say hi to our spying friend over here. I haven't decided on his name yet. I will by the next segment. But he's very, very pushy, as you can see, so he just kind of kicks me out of the way. But I leave him be, and off to Route 29 we go. Now right here I run into my first Pokemon in my first step of grass. Now you know that just can't be good. It just means that there's going to be hell later, because when you run into your first Pokemon in the first step, I mean, it's just not fun. You know you're going to get all sorts of bad luck for the rest of the game. And here I'm going to mess with the speed feature some more. Now this Hoot Hoot makes me waste my berry that I was holding and I forgot to unequip, which makes me a little disgruntled, but oh well, that's life. Move up here, run and do battle number 3, which is a Rattata. Now Rattatas and Crystal are really, really fun because they shake their little butts, and it's just so hilarious. I remember the first time I saw that, I was laughing so hard. And we're going to have a tackle war here, and he gets a couple critical hits in a row on me, which is testament to my bad luck speech, but still won't be enough to kill me. I'll finish him off here, and he'll give me my first level, and I will learn the attack Smokescreen, which I guess has its uses early on, but for the most part it's a fairly useless move. And now I'm passing the guy who tells you to save. He's just there basically to introduce the saving option. Here's our first berry tree, and of course you get a berry from it. So renamed Oranberry in the later games. I guess they decided to be less lazy and actually name them stuff. And now off to Cherry Grove City. And I got a talk to this guy who's going to give me a tour of the town so I can get my map card extension. Now, I thought the Poke Gear was a really cool thing when I first played these games, Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And I'm glad that they sort of kept that steady with the later games, with the Poke Nav and stuff like that. And we're just taking a tour of the town. He shows me that this is in fact the ocean, because I'm just such a retard that I don't know that a large body of water means the sea. And here's his house. I'm very, very afraid to go in there with him, so I'll just take my map card and be on my way. You never know who these old dudes are gonna be. You can't really tell the old stalker perverts from the regular grandpa kind. And now, then, see, certified Nurse Joy using that healing device. Kind of makes me wonder if Professor Elm isn't actually a Nurse Joy in disguise, or maybe he went to Nurse Joy College or something. I really don't know. And now we're going to be exiting and heading up Route 30 here. Of course, I'm going to run into a Pokemon right here because that's just my luck. It's another Hoot, which means another Tackle War. I actually think this one's going to growl at me more than tackle, just to prolong his inevitable death. Yes, indeed. I'm going to tackle him. He's going to growl at me here. And then I'm going to tackle him again. Of course, that growl makes it so he can live through 2 more tackles, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. He's going to growl at me one more time, but by this point he's already too weak. I can finish him off right here. Now, Hoots are very interesting. They're the only owl Pokemon you see, but they're kind of useless until they evolve to their Noctowl counterpart, who can learn some psychic attacks. Overall, though, Hoot and Noctowl aren't extremely great stat-wise. And this guy's going to give me another berry. That would be a total of 4 berries if you've kept the one from the beginning, which I didn't, but that's alright. And we're going to go up here, pick up this Pokeball, which is an antidote, which I will definitely be using in the forest later. Those dang Weedles and their poison sting attack. Up here we have 2 trainers fighting with their Rattatas, which look like horned Kangaskhan, or Rhydon, or some sort of weird compilation of the two, I don't know. Back when graphics were too cheap to actually make them look like their world sprites. And we're going to run into yet another Hoot here, who's going to tackle and growl at me. Hoots are kind of funny, but kind of scary looking at the same time. They got those big eyelashes and big eyebrow thing going on, and tiny wings. They stand on one leg, huge red eyes. I don't know, they're just kind of freaky to me. Never really did like Hoot that much, but what do you do? And I'm gonna finish him off and gain my 2nd level from this Hoot here, which makes me level 7. And then I'm going to head up to Mr. Pokemon's house, who will, of course, give me the Togepi egg after I go pick up this Poison Cure berry over here. And the Pokemon egg I will probably just deposit right away and never take out again, because I just don't like Togepi. I mean, it's cute and all, but it's pretty terrible. And we're going to let this talk for a minute. I didn't realize that I could speed up here, which is funny because I was messing with it earlier, but there, I figured it out now. And, of course, Professor Oak's here giving me a Pokedex and telling me to go and collect all the data. And I'm going to get a call from Professor Elm telling me to get back. And that ends the first segment. I will see you next time.